Miller here to walk you through placement reporting. You are going to be reporting placements throughout your field experience, and the purpose of it is twofold. First, the College of Education needs to verify your placement, and second, we need to address any placement or scheduling concerns early. So let's take a look at this very important task. Here's a few tips to remember. Before completing the task, preview the rubric. Please explain any acronyms or district or campus specific terms used in the teacher's schedule when you report. And 3, before submitting your report, review the rubric one more time. Having said that, let's look at what we're asking you to report for your placements. We want to know 5 pieces of information: the district, the campus, the cooperating teacher's name, the grade and content that the cooperating teacher teaches, and the teacher's schedule. So let's look at an exemplar and how we know if we've met the criteria is to look at the rubric for how did I do. So if this exemplar is included on the assignment itself. For the first criterion, Fort Worth ISD, yes, that meets the criterion requirements. It is compliant. Morningside Elementary campus is clear, compliant. Teacher's first and last name, Martha Jensen, compliant. We have both grade level, 4th and 5th grade, and ELAR for the content, compliant. And the teaching schedule has the hours of the day, the grade level, the content, and any non-direct teaching time, for example, conference, PLC, recess, those types of things are all clearly communicated in this schedule, a perfectly handled schedule. Now, let's look at an example of what not to do. And as we move through this submission, ask yourself, what's wrong? The first piece of information, Fort Worth, Texas. Fort Worth, Texas is not the independent school district name. That is a city name. So you need to change this to Fort Worth ISD. Morningside does not communicate whether it's an elementary, a mid-level, or a high school level placement. Ms. Jensen doesn't tell us the teacher's first name. So far we're non-compliant everywhere. For the fourth piece of information, 4th and 5th grade ELAR, that's compliant. And then for the schedule, the last bit of information, we have periods, we have grade level and content, but we do not have times of the day. So this piece of information fails to be compliant as well. All right, that is why reviewing the rubric before you submit will save you some time and the pain of resubmitting. When you're uploading, remember all 5 criteria. So let's look again. What works and what doesn't? The district is clear, it is compliant. Second point that we ask for, the campus name, very clear, Jackson Middle School, compliant. Coach Madison leaves out the coach's first name, non-compliant. 6th through 8th grade tells us the grade level, but what's the content? We don't know. It's not explicitly iterated here, so it is not compliant. And then the coach's teaching schedule, you've got periods. Sometimes we need times in every period, but then let's look at period 2, 9:49 to 10:40, nothing there. So when you have this situation, just ask yourself, what are the learners doing during each segment of the time? Oh, well, period 2 is 8th grade athletics. Well, then you've usually addressed your grade level and your content. So think through that before you submit so that your submission will not be rejected. And I wanted to end with some common errors that candidates might make. First, if you choose to type this information, and it doesn't take very long to type the information in. To the far left is an example of a submission that was moving along just fine until the very final task of the schedule. It just indicating that the teacher teaches first second, fourth, fifth, sixth, and eighth periods is not okay. We need to know grade level and content for each period. The middle schedule is a lovely upload of Ms. Morris's schedule, and it is very good content-wise, except for one thing that I'll talk about in a minute. But what it doesn't address is the campus. What district? What is Ms. Morris's first name? So were you to upload this, you would still need to give us the information that's missing. Also, on the middle exemplar and also to the far right exemplar, we've got WIN time. Notice highlighted for you. WIN is an acronym that not everyone might know. And remember the tips at the beginning for acronyms or terms that are district or campus specific, please briefly define those. And so with that final example, the schedule is excellent, except for when, but we're still missing who is the teacher and what is the district. All right. If you follow all these guidelines and your submission is rejected, please review the rubric. If you need to, review the exemplars and review this video, correct the issue, and then before you submit again, review the rubric. If your submission is rejected a second time, then reach out to the field office for further explanation. Thank you. We hope this video has proved helpful, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.